Here we go. We are here with Martin Mamić. How are you, Martin?
Very good, very good. Thank you for this call. I'm doing
No, no,
fantastic. And
thank you
yourself?
for being available for us. Where are you exactly right now?
Right now, at this very moment, I'm in Livno, Bosnia and Herzegovina.
Wow, okay, you're not too close there.
Yes.
Martin, I have some question for you. I'm going to start right away with the first question. So, what do you look for when it comes to a player presentation and attitude on and off the pitch, and how important is that?
The things that I look for personally, I look for in younger players, I look for something that shows that they have capability to learn. Um, when they receive a ball under pressure, um, how they react under pressure. They know the right play, the simple play, the right method. And when I see that, I know they're coachable. So I like those kinds of things. I'll look at off the field. I'll say how they approach the field, how they warm up, their mindset. Are they thinking of something away from the football field, or are they, mentally there? Those kinds of things. I guess with experience, you can kind of pick on and get to know players by those means. But in general, I look at players that can be coached. Mostly, obviously they have to show the quality immediately, but I like that. I like the coachable players and something that shows that yes, they learn and they can learn more. They have more potential to learn. So those are the kind of players that I
Okay,
enjoy.
okay, okay. And what are the specific athletic attributes are you looking for when it comes to a quality player? And how might those differ from an agent to another?
So I would say I would look at position by position more so than one, I guess, general uh, footballer, their attributes. So if I'm looking at a defensive player like a center back or whatnot, I'll more so look at how they read the game, how smart they are on the ball. Um, and the bonus with the center back would always be, for example, speed. Okay. If I'm looking at a midfielder, I'm looking at decision making. I'm looking at effectiveness with their passes. I'm looking at how they break the lines. I'm looking at those kind of things. I'm not really looking for the dribbling, the,
Yes.
taking players on, just that very specific, smart football, direct, to the point. And if I'm looking for strikers, wingers, attacking wingers, then I'm looking for, pace, ability to go one-on-one, confidence. I'd say confidence is big too.
Yeah.
Those kinds of things. And then, sorry, your last part of that question was about the
And
agent and the clubs.
how might like those differ from an agent to another? Like,
So generally, an agent will know what a club is looking for. So a club will come up to me, or one other agents will say, "Listen, I need a right winger, left foot, direct." So I
yeah.
know when I'm going in to watch a player that's playing right wing, I need to know that, okay, can they play with their left foot? Are they effective on their left foot? How direct are they? Do they just receive the ball, try to dribble, then come back, keep passing it back? Or are they, efficient when they go up? So those kinds of things. The communication, when I'm looking for a player, I more so know what I'm looking for already because the club has asked for it. But there's times where I see a player, he stands out. I'm like, this guy's special. So then I ask the clubs, hey, can you have a look at this guy? Will he fit your system? Does that's how it goes.
Okay, okay, yeah, yeah, yeah. And what like once a player is signed to a team, what advice like can you give that will prepare a young player to adapt to a new country? Because that's very important, right?
Yeah, I would say so. They do definitely have to be mentally strong. It's a challenge. No matter who you are, it's a challenge to move away from family, to move away from the things that you're used to in your everyday life. I would say the main thing for them would be just to keep a professional attitude. Professional
Mhm.
attitude. It goes a long way, especially as a guest player, as a foreign player coming into a new club. They're looking for I would say more of a um someone that they can coach. That's what they're looking for. Someone that is going to come there, respect the club's culture, the team's culture, the coaching environment, and just do your job. That's what that would be my advice. Don't go there thinking, because you're a foreigner coming into a new club, that they think you're, you know, this great player and you can do what you want. You got to come there, live professionally, and just think about football. Your mind has to be just football, nothing else, nothing else going on at home or whatnot. You got to be training football, 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 and that's it. That's my advice. Football
That's a good
first.
one.
Yes.
What amount of commitment would you say is expected from a player mentally and physically to be able to deal with like daily regimen of professional on and off the field?
Well, I would say it becomes a life habit. I would say a lifestyle. Sorry. So you got to turn the players. They need to turn training, eating, sleeping, living into habits, and from habits turn it into a lifestyle. It's a process. You can't. I think it's very difficult to just go from basic standards of living to fully professional. You gotta um you gotta take it step by step every day, improving in different
Yeah.
aspects, whether it's mentally, physically, but gradually increase. Gradually, you want to become that player who wakes up at a certain time every morning, takes all to their own. But for example, takes that cold shower in the morning, is dedicated, maybe fasts in the morning, maybe has a salad, maybe whatever before training. After training, goes home, does another, maybe does something for himself, for mobility, for stretching. I think to make it to the top level, the highest level possible, you have to be committed 100%. I would say, you have very little time for leisure and for other things. I would say once you get to that level, then you deserve it. Maybe you can reward yourself with more leisure and more things like that. But definitely, it's a 100% of you has to be in it physically and mentally. So I don't know if that answers your question well enough. I
Yeah,
kind of
no, of course. Work.
Yeah. Yes. Yes.
Do you have already like a specific team that are looking for specific things from a player?
Yeah. I mean, many teams. The teams that I work with generally are right now in Croatia, Slovenia, Bosnia, Serbia, some German clubs as well, and then Canadian clubs, MLS clubs, things like that. I'm on the radar. I'm being approached. Hey, we're looking for these kinds of players. You know, uh, Croatian top league, Croatian second tier, Bosnian top tier, Bosnian second tier, Slovenia top tier, Slovenia second tier. Couple clubs looking for strikers, couple clubs looking for center backs with left foot, couple clubs looking for wing backs, left and right. Various
Mhm.
clubs looking for various things, especially this summer. Um, but it doesn't stop there. It doesn't only stop at the clubs asking me for
Yeah.
players. If there's interesting players that, even if it's in positions they're not looking for, and it catches their attention, they should be interested to have a look at them anyways. So
Yeah, I got it. And as a last question, like, what role do you like? Do you have when you have a player under your wing? Like, what's the next step?
so what, sorry, can you repeat that question? What
What role do you play when you have like a player under your
Okay,
wing?
got it, understood. So I would say, depending on the player and the position he is in his career,
Mhm.
um if I'm working with a player who is already playing in the German Bundesliga, for example, um, I'm not necessarily there to guide him in how he's going to live his life every day, how he's going to play on the pitch. I'm there to help support him in maybe paperwork, living situation, things like that, contracts, maybe a future club. Well, can we make a sale? Can we not? I'd like to play here. Can you get in touch with the national team? Those kinds of things. Whereas if I'm working with a player who is 17, 18 years old, just starting his professional career in like a second tier of Croatia, then I'm focused on things like how he's performing on the pitch, where we can get more help. I'm looking for personal trainers that'll improve his mobility, that'll improve his jump, that'll improve his sprint, things like that. So depending on the level of the player, I look at different things. I'm not gonna be there telling someone playing in the Bundesliga how he can improve on the pitch or what he can do outside of team training to improve. He knows he's at that level for a reason. He's done that. So I'm there to help him with contractual things, living situations, being there for support, even as a friend as well. So, so yeah, it varies. It varies from player to player and situation to situation. But I would say an agent can, all across the board, you can check mark a lot of different things that they can help players with. So, and the team that I work with specifically, we have, guys that are good at this, guys that are good at the psychological aspect. They know some doctors here, whatnot, to help a player that's feeling homesick, maybe, get over that hump and get better. Or we have sports doctors, the sports lawyers, contractual problems. So, like I said, it varies. It's situational. So, yeah,
Very, very interesting. Martin, thank you so much for your time.
no problem.
Hopefully, we'll see you soon here in Canada.
I'm looking forward to it, and I wish you guys all the best in preparing and organizing, and I'm really, really looking forward to it. So
Thank you for being with us.
good
Thank you
night,
so much.
good night from Bosnia.
Take care. Bye-bye. Thank you.